Shalom, brothers and sisters. Tonight we're going to touch on the events that have been going on regarding the brother that was killed in Minnesota. Alright, we're going to go over scriptures of what our forefathers did and what a man's supposed to do in a situation like that. Alright? My name is Shaw Gabar from HOJ, and to my right,
Brother Shaquat Gabar from HOJ.
Alright, so we're going to touch on some scriptures, we're going to go into some history, and bring to remembrance who our people are and what they're supposed to do according to the scriptures. Alright? Because looting and rioting and running the streets and robbing people and just causing mayhem is not the solution when a brother is being killed. Alright? So we're going to shed some light on the situation through the Holy Bible, through the Holy Word of the Most High. So the first scripture I want you to get is 1 Maccabees. And I want you to go to 1 Maccabees, the first chapter, and 1 and 1. Go to 1 Maccabees 1 and 1.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chedim and had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece.
Right, so Alexander the Great, the son of Philip, became the ruler of the world. He conquered the Persians and the Medes. King Darius, and he took over. He ruled in his stead. Because Darius was the king. During that time, he ruled the whole planet, that region. So it says he ruled in his stead, meaning he took over all the lands that he occupied. Alexander the Great took over. So read on.
And made many wars, and won many strongholds, and slew the kings of the earth.
So during Alexander's reign, he had took over many lands and regions. So what are we reading here? We're reading records, we're reading history of the world. We read the history of what happened during ancient time, during the times of our forefathers, the Israelites. Read on.
And went through to the ends of the earth, and took spoils of many nations, and so much that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted, and his heart was lifted up.
Alright, drop to the 7th verse.
Verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died.
You know.
And his servants bare rule, every one in his place. After his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
So this was Esau, the so-called white man. He was wicked throughout the earth. So they was ruling during this time. And he did not acknowledge the Most High. He did not keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So evil is multiplied. You know, Alexander the Great was a homosexual, a freak. They deal with bestiality, incest, sleeping with their sisters, their children, their parents, animals, men. All right, infants, and that's what it was. That evil is multiplied in the earth. This is America's picking up those behaviors today. Read on.
And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been in hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks.
Alright, so stop right there. So we read in history, and we're going to show you what our forefathers did when they was killed, when they was persecuted, what actions they took. Alright? And we're going to show you through the scriptures what was the behavior of our forefathers and what they did according to the Holy Bible before the eyes of the Most High. So drop down and let's go to the 42nd verse. Excuse me, sorry, 41st verse.
Verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
Yeah, and that's what America is doing. They try to become one people under Satan, that new world order, where everybody could be a homosexual, everybody could be a lesbian, a pedophile, adulterer, a whoremonger. They're already in those stages now, but they want to bring it to a much, much higher level. And what they're doing is they're defeating and breaking down the nations, primarily the nation of Israel, because we have the holy laws according to the Bible. Read on.
And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
So all the nations agreed to this. All the nations agreed to do what the king said. Alright? So read on.
Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
Yeah, many wicked brothers and sisters consented to do the same. These rappers, these entertainers, these athletes, these football players, like Magic Johnson, he had sold his son out to be a homosexual. So you had wicked Israelites in the Bible who had sold themselves to do wicked, to accomplish things here in this society. So this is a wicked society. Read on.
And sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
Yeah, and they sacrificed unto idols. We know these different religions. Christianity, Islam, Buddhists, all these different Western philosophies. Those are all the idols that they sacrifice unto. Alright? Read on.
For the king had sent many messengers, had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people.
Right. So they want to take away our identity. And the reason why Esau, the so-called white man, wanted to do that is so we could become weak. Because when people get killed, when a so-called Negro man or a Negro woman get killed, they don't have no type of inner pride to say, all right, this is our brother and sister, let's fight for him. Because they don't know their nationality. They have nothing to fight for. They have nothing to stand on. Equality. There's no equality between one people and another. We are much stronger than the other people. Alright? This is nothing but a host that they pull it on our people. Alright? So, what verse you at?
Verse 47.
347.
Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts.
Yeah, swine's flesh. You got brothers eating pork, sister eating pork, eating shrimps, crabs, lobster. So that's the unclean beast. Alright? Read on.
That they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation.
And that's why our people are the way they are. When you kill a brother and sister, they don't know what to do. They have no dignity, they have no self-respect. They don't know what they're fighting for. They don't know who they are. Alright, and this is going back more than 2,000 years ago, 2,500 years ago, where they did this to our people. It says that they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable all manner of uncleanness. Alright, and profanation. Alright, so that's, and they accomplished that today. They didn't accomplish that at that time. Alright, we stood our ground. And now we gotta go back to the book and find out what we need to do right. Because everything that we're doing now, we're doing wrong. Rioting is not the answer. Voting for your slave master or a straight-haired, blue-eyed man is not the answer. Alright? So we gotta figure out what is the answer. Our people don't know what to do. Voting and protesting is not gonna help our people. How do you protest after your brother gets killed? You're supposed to take up arms and go to war. You're supposed to rally the troops and get men together and fight and die. And then the killing will stop. Until you start to kill one of their own. If you don't kill one of their own, you're not doing a damn thing. And this shows that our people are in captivity. This shows that our people are controlled by the white man. How do you protest for a killing? What is a protest going to do for you? A protest is not going to do a damn thing for the black man, black woman here in America. They haven't done nothing for you in 400 years. Why are you protesting? Why are you marching? That's a form of weakness, of cowardness. And that shows that the white man had control over you. You protested in the streets. A peaceful protest. Alright? The killing of that brother wasn't peaceful. There's nothing peaceful about killing that man. So why do we have to be peaceful? How can a white man tell you how to react to when one of your brothers are getting killed? That's madness. That shows our people are still in captivity. And these Al Sharptons and these Jesse Jackass and all these other political brothers and sisters and entertainers, they're all a bunch of sellouts. Those are the wicked Israelites that we read in the book of Maccabees. Because they're not here to save you. They don't give a damn about our people. It is here to get paid and to make it in the society. Continue reading where you're at.
To the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances.
Yeah, and our people have forgotten the law. And we knew the law, we could make a stand. We have forgotten our identity, our laws, our God. So we don't call upon the Most High. No brother or sister had reached out to the Most High and said, Most High, save us. Deliver us from the enemy. No, they went to the white man. They went to protest. They took a knee. What's a knee going to do for you? All form of control. You're stuck in the matrix. A form of control. It's not going to help you. It's not helping you. Alright? Read on. I'll drop that. Go down to the 56th verse.
Verse 56. And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law which they found, they burnt them with fire.
Yeah, so the Greeks at that time destroyed our Bibles. They destroyed our records. And that's when we had made a stand. So, we're not going to let this happen. But the white men have accomplished that here in this era. We don't have the Bible. I mean, everybody got a Bible in their house, but nobody reads the Bible. Nobody knows the importance of circumcision. They might circumcise their sons, they might not. But they lost that knowledge of what it meant, that covenant that Abraham made with the Most High. Excuse me, that the Most High made with Abraham. Alright? So they lost all that. That's why the white man's able to kill you, harvest your organs, kidnap your women, molest your children, miseducate you, alright? Violate you at work, violate you in the streets. Because you don't know a damn thing. You don't know who you are. You don't know where you're going and where you came from. Alright? Read it.
And wheresoever was found with any the book of the testament, or if any consented to the law, the king's commandment was that they should put him to death.
And it's like that today. At certain jobs, you can't have a bed. They want you to cut your hair. They had conditioned the sisters, the black women, to perm their hair. Alright? You got sisters wearing pants. Brothers don't have their fringes on. Alright, on their clothing. So that was the white man had been successful in taking the laws away from us. That's what he needed to do to break our people. Now it's easy to kill us today. And what's our people's solution? A peaceful protest. How do you have a peaceful protest after being killed and gunned down in the streets? Why do you have to be peaceful? That don't make no damn sense. Alright? Drop down to 63.
Verse 63. Wherefore they chose rather to die.
Yeah. Our forefathers chose rather to die than to be a slave, than to protest in the street. They wasn't scared of death. Our people today are scared of death through religion, through the Christian fanatics, alright, through white Jesus, through work, getting a job, and through BET, and all these, the Source Awards, and all these gifts that the white man give these wicked Israelites. Alright, they scared to die now. They don't want to lose what they got in the society. So read that line again.
Wherefore they chose rather to die.
Yeah, they chose rather to die. But this society is hell. This is no place for a black man, black woman. But it seems our people are comfortable in this setup. Even when a black man or a black woman is put to death, our people are comfortable in this setup. That's madness. But our forefathers say, wherefore they chose rather to die. Read on.
That they might not be defiled with meats, and that they might not profane the holy covenant, so then they died.
Yeah, so they want to be defiled with meats. You know, our people, they eat shrimps, crabs, lobsters, seafood, abominable meats, and they call it a delicacy. Alright? But they say they'd rather die than they be profaned or to be violated by these meats, okay? They chose to die. Read on.
And there was very great wrath upon Israel.
And there's a great wrath on Israel, like here in America. Alright, go to 1 Maccabees, the 2nd chapter, and the 27th verse. What we're reading to you, we're reading what our forefathers did. Because we have to learn, we have to go back to our history and learn what our forefathers did when times like this happened. They fought against the enemy. No matter if it was against all odds. They fought against the enemy. Alright? So read 1 Maccabees 2, verse 27.
It's the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 27. And Mattathias cried throughout the city with a loud voice, saying, whosoever is zealous of the law and maintaineth the covenant, let him follow me.
Right. So now this ancient man, this older brother, he cried throughout the city with a loud voice, saying, whosoever is zealous of the law and maintains the covenant, let him follow me. So we're gathering brothers and sisters who's about keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. So why are the Christians telling you you don't have to keep the law? It was always about keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. Through Yahushua, who our people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, the way Christ did it though. Alright? Drop down to 49. Read 49.
Verse 49. Now when the time drew near that Mattathias should die, he said unto his sons, now hath pride and rebuke gotten strength, in the time of destruction and the wrath of indignation.
And that's the time that we're in. We're in that time. Alright? Read on.
Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law.
Yeah, so be zealous for the law. We have to be zealous for the law. Alright? Read on.
And give your lives for the covenant of your fathers.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not on that level. We're not giving our lives for this law. We're not doing that. Okay? We have to be on that level. So read that part again.
Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law.
Yeah, be zealous for the law. Have a zeal for the law. Alright? Have a zeal for this Bible. Everything that's in this Bible, follow it. Believe in it. Alright? Read on.
And give your lives for the covenant of your fathers.
And what's that key word? Give your lives. Who's giving their lives? What brother you know is willing to give up their lives? Give up their life? That's the level we have to be on. And the Most High is looking for that. We're not Christians. This is not a religious cult. The Most High requires bloodshed. And the Most High God of Israel will get that bloodshed. Christ gave up blood. And the servant is not greater than the master. Alright? Christ gave up blood. We're going to have to give up blood as well. And Christ is the perfect example. Alright? Read on.
Called to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time. So shall ye receive great honor and an everlasting name.
Alright, so now Mattathias is going to run down the names of our forefathers and the stand that they made throughout history, showing you that you're supposed to do the same thing. Or our people. And we're supposed to go out there and teach our brothers and sisters so, that they're supposed to do the same thing. Read.
Was not Abraham found faithful in temptation, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness?
Yeah, that's our forefather, Abraham. And the Most High called him a friend. That's his friend. Alright? Read on.
Joseph, in the time of his distress, kept the commandment.
Yeah, Joseph kept the commandment. A woman tried to get him to commit adultery, and he didn't do it. All right, he kept the commandment, no matter what. Read on.
And was made Lord of Egypt.
Yeah, he became the leader of the Egypt. All right, next to Pharaoh. Read on.
Phineas, our father, and being zealous and fervent, obtained the covenant of an everlasting priesthood.
Read.
Yahushua, for fulfilling the word, was made a judge in Israel.
Right. Well, it says Yahushua or Jesus. This is referring to Joshua in the Old Testament. Was fulfilling the words, was made a judge in Israel. Read on.
Caleb, for bearing witness before the congregation, received the heritage of the land.
Right. Caleb is one of two souls that made it out of Egypt and received an inheritance of the land of Israel. Moses didn't get that. Aaron, Miriam, only Joshua and Caleb. Alright? There's only two brothers that left Egypt and made it into the land of Israel. Alright? He became a witness. So these are great examples for you to follow as an Israelite. Alright? Read.
David, for being merciful, possessed the throne of an everlasting kingdom.
Right. David, our great king. Read on.
Elias, for being zealous and fervent, for the law was taken up into heaven.
Right.
Ananias, Azarias, and Mishael, by believing, were saved out of the flame.
Right. They did not get discouraged. They kept God's laws. All right. So these are great examples. We're supposed to follow these examples. Why are our people so scared to die? That's why we're getting killed. Because they scared. They shook. They cowards. So the white man's always going to keep killing them in the streets. It's never going to stop. And then you got to let the white man psych you out. Brainwash you. Talk about have a peaceful protest. Nothing he do is peaceful. When he attained America, that wasn't peaceful. He killed the Indians. Alright? He killed our brothers and stole us from the west coast of Africa and brought us over here. That wasn't peaceful. Nothing that he did by his hand was peaceful. So why you let the enemy tell you, I'm going to kill one of your brothers, but I want you to be peaceful. Express how that made you feel, but be peaceful about it. Don't that sound stupid? I'm going to kill your whole family, but you can walk around in circles in the street and be mad. But just be peaceful about it. Alright? No, it make no damn sense. Read.
Daniel, for his innocency, was delivered from the mouth of the lions. And thus consider ye throughout all ages, and none that put their trust in him shall be overcome.
Right. So who is the him? The Most High. You put your trust in the Most High, you can never lose. You're undefeated. So where's the faith of our brothers and sisters at? The ones that's in the truth and outside of the truth. You put your faith in the Most High, you're undefeated. You're winning every time. Every time you're going to win. This is a win-win situation. This is a fixed fight. And this is a fixed fight. Because many are called, but only a few are chosen. Alright? Read.
Fear not then the words of a sinful man, for his glory shall be dung and worms.
Yeah, the white man's a sinful man, meaning what? He don't believe in God's laws. He don't accept the commandments of the Most High. He's a sinful man. He's condemned already. America is condemned. They believe in gay rights and gay marriage and gay acceptance. This is a sinful nation. The Most High is against it. Alright? So why are you scared for it? If you're godly and you're in the grace of the Most High, you're going to get victory. Like our forefathers, like we just read to you down the line. All our forefathers were great examples against their enemies. Read.
Verse 63. To the day he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found, because he is returned into his dust.
Yeah, so today the white man's living glorious. He's being lifted up. There's pictures. I wasn't able to show the pictures. Maybe, I edited and put the pictures up. But you have white boys reenacting the knee that he put down on the brother's neck to kill him. You got white people doing it to each other as a joke. Alright? Right now they're being lifted up. But they're gonna fall down tomorrow. They're gonna be destroyed. America's gonna be destroyed by nuclear destruction. Overall, he's gonna be destroyed. But for us, we have to stand our ground as men. And we're going to read these scriptures and we're going to show you what the Most High is talking about in these words. Read.
And his thought is come to nothing. Wherefore, ye my sons, be valiant, and show yourselves men in the behalf of the law.
Right, so here it says, show yourself men. We're not doing that. You got brothers, all you see throughout Facebook videos, YouTube videos, World Star Hip Hop, these dudes acting like bitches. I'm not resistant, I'm not resistant. And all the cops doing is smacking him up. What kind of man allow another man to smack him up? I'm not resistant, I'm not resistant. And he just getting beat up. Just getting straight pumped. And you see like hundreds of these videos. Ain't nothing happening. There's no shit. They're not losing their jobs. They're not getting no type of punishment. Once you stand and fight, stand your ground. I'm not resistant, I'm not resistant. And the cops still smack you up. Still handcuff you. Still body slam you. Still pepper spray you. But you still acting like a feminine woman. Read that part again. What the scripture says. Read that again.
Wherefore, ye my sons, be valiant.
Be valiant.
And show yourselves men in the behalf of the law.
And show yourself man in behalf of the law. You gotta be a man through these scriptures. You can't be childish. You can't be immature. You can't be petty. You gotta be a warrior. You gotta be stern. And you can't allow another man to push you around. Alright? Read.
For by it ye shall ye obtain glory. And behold, I know that your brother Simon.
Drop that. Go to 67.
Verse 67. Take also unto you all those that observe the law, and avenge ye the wrong of your people.
Yeah, you're supposed to avenge the wrong of your people. Somebody kill your brother, your sister, you're supposed to raise an army. You're not supposed to protest in the street and burn down stores. What's that going to do? They ain't kill your brother. You're supposed to raise an army. You're supposed to get, okay, they killed my brother. You're supposed to get your uncles, your nephews, your cousins, your brothers. You're supposed to get all them together and get and avenge your people. That's what the scriptures say. Alright? Read.
Recompense fully the heathen.
Yeah, pay back fully the nations. Pay them back for what they did. See, the Christians don't tell you that because they don't read this Bible. Read.
And take heed to the commandments of the law.
And take heed to the commandments of the law. Alright? Go to 1 Maccabees, the 3rd chapter, 1st verse.
The 1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 1. Then his son Judas, called Maccabeus, rose up in his stead.
Yeah, so the father died and Judas, his son Judas, took over for the Maccabees clan. Alright? He was a warrior. He didn't play any games. And the word Maccabees means hammer. They dropped that hammer on the nations. They was beating them down. Read.
And all his brethren helped him. And so did all they that held with his father. And they fought with cheerfulness the battle of Israel.
Right. You see that? And these are key words. Is that all the brethren helped him. So all the brothers helped him out. He wasn't in it by himself. None of them was cowards. And so did all they that held with his father. And they fought with cheerfulness the battle of Israel. They was happy. They was glad to do this. Even though they were facing certain death, they did it with cheerfulness. They wasn't scared. They was ready for that action. Read.
So he gat his people great honor, and put on a breastplate as a giant, and girt his warlike harness about him. And he made battles, protecting the host with his sword.
Yeah, he protected the people with the sword. Alright? He raised an army and he fought against the nations. And that's what we're supposed to do. You're not supposed to let somebody come into your community and beat one of your people up. What type of people are you? That don't happen to the Chinese people, the Japanese, the Arabs. You do it to an Arab person, he's going to bomb your store. He's going to blow something up. Alright? You don't do that to the Russians. You don't do that to other Europeans. But you can do that. You can easily do it to the black man, because the black man's a coward. He's not going to fight back. So you keep on doing it. It's like I was told as a little boy, If you want the bully to stop bullying you, you gotta hit that bully back. You gotta hit him back. Or he's gonna keep on bullying you. It's not gonna be over. And the white man's that bully. And until you push that bully in the face, he's not gonna stop. So much for your peaceful protest and your voting for the enemy. It's nonsense, madness, straight madness. Read.
In his acts, he was like a lion, and like a lion's whelp, roaring for his prey. For he pursued the wicked and sought them out.
Yeah, America is wicked. Everything they do to our people is wicked. Straight wickedness. And they want us to give into wickedness. To forget the Most High totally. That's not going to happen. Read.
And burnt up those that vexed his people.
Yeah, and he burnt up those that vexed his people. We're not doing that. We're talking about we're going to love our enemy. That's going back to slavery. Now you're going back. You're repeating history. You might as well put the shackles on yourself. I love Master. Every time Master kick my ass, I'm going to tell him how much I love him. You're going backwards. We're in the worst time that we was in actual slavery. This is worse than the 1800s. But our people don't see it because they accept gifts under the table. They got BET. They got big booties shaking, twerking, and stuff like that. So they happy. They got 40-ounce beers, so they happy. They got marijuana, you know, the reefers. So they happy. So they don't think nothing is wrong. All right, they getting put to sleep. Read, brother.
Wherefore the wicked shrunk for fear of him.
Yeah, they shrunk for fear, and they was greater, but they got scared. Why? Because Judas Maccabees and his brothers fought back. They fought the enemy back. Read.
And all the workers of iniquity were troubled, because salvation prospered in his hand. He grieved also many kings.
Yeah, everybody was grieved. Everybody was getting upset. He affected their money. He affected their progress. He affected everything. So they was grieved. Read on.
And made Jacob glad with his acts.
Yeah, and he made the house of Jacob, the Israelites, glad. We not making nobody glad. Everybody still sad and gloomy. Still no solution. You killed one brother in Minnesota, you killed another brother in Georgia. And probably in 3 more months, they're going to kill a brother in New York. And a lot of stuff is not being recorded on the news. Brothers being killed throughout the country, and nobody's making a stand. So it's going to keep on happening. Unless you follow what the scriptures say, and you follow what our forefathers did. Through the power of the Most High in Christ. Read.
And his memorial is blessed forever. Moreover, he went through the cities of Judah, destroying the ungodly out of them, and turning away wrath from Israel.
And that's something we didn't do in America. That's why now our sisters are whores, prostitutes. We got a lot of sisters as prostitutes selling their bodies for sex. Alright? Our children have no fathers. Because we didn't take out the gully out of our land. We didn't do that. Alright? Now look at the condition that we're in today. And you think we're safe? You think we're doing good? We're doing terrible. Alright, at least back in the 1800s we had our fathers. Early 1900s we had our fathers. Today we have no fathers. So how is things getting better? Why, could a black woman have a job? An independent job? But no husband? That's backwards. Alright? So read.
So that he was renowned unto the utmost part of the earth, and he received unto him such as were ready to perish.
Yeah, these brothers were ready to die. They didn't care. Like Biggie Smalls said, ready to die. They was ready to die. Alright? They wasn't looking for no money. They wasn't looking for a reward. They was ready to die. Read.
Then Apollonius gathered the Gentiles together, and a great host out of Samaria, to fight against Israel. Which thing when Judas perceived, he went forth to meet him, and so he smote him and slew him. Many also fell down slain, but the rest fled.
Yeah, Judah met him like, what? Bring it. Bring it. I'm not scared of you. And he took them all out. Read on.
Wherefore Judas took their spoils, and Apollonius swore it also, and therewith he fought all his life long.
Yeah, he fought until he died. That's all he did. And he enjoyed doing it too. He didn't care. He didn't care about the society. He didn't care about sports, football, basketball, taking a knee, wanting to be loved. Alright? That's for sissies. We men here of the Most High. We warriors. We don't care about those things. We care about serving the Most High and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments and protecting our women and children. Go down to 17.
Verse 17. Who, when they saw the host coming to meet them, said unto Judas, how shall we be able, being so few?
Right, so the Israelites like, yo, how will you accomplish this? We're so few in numbers. Read.
To fight against so great a multitude and so strong.
So there was a great number and they were strong too. They was fresh. So they fighting all the day long. They losing numbers. Now you get a whole new fresh batch of bad guys to fight. These guys are fresh. Read on.
Seeing we are ready to faint with fasting all this day.
Yeah, they haven't eaten days. They're about to die from not eating. They losing energy. But hear what Judas had to say. Read.
Unto whom Judas answered, it is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few.
Right. So when you go back to Abraham and all these our forefathers, they was against all odds and they prevailed in the end. Alright? Read.
And with the power of heaven, it is all one, to deliver with a great multitude or a small company.
Right. So with the Most High of heaven, it is all one to deliver a great multitude in our hand. Read.
For the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of an host.
Right. It's not about the numbers. It's the spirit and the power of the Most High that gives the victory. Read. And that also shows you have to trust in the Most High. You can't be lack. You gotta trust in the Most High. This is not a religion. This is not a cult. This is not where you go to find women at. And these women, you want all these women. This is not what this is about. This is about getting in tune with the Most High. And that's where you get everything, through the Most High. Read.
But strength cometh from heaven. They come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us.
Yeah, so they coming to destroy us. They don't care about us. So we have something to fight for, Read.
And our wives and children, and to spoil us.
Yeah, so they here to spoil our wives and children. And our wives and children are spoiled today. Because our children don't have fathers. Our wives got children by multiple men. They are spoiled. They are physically spoiled and they are spiritually spoiled. Alright? Our children are into sex before they reach the age of 10. Our children are spoiled through wickedness, through iniquity. Alright? So this is what Judas was trying to prevent at that time, which the white man accomplished today. He accomplished this today. Alright? Read.
But we fight for our lives and our laws.
Yeah, so we have something to fight for. See, our people don't know what they're fighting for. That's why they have a peaceful protest. Because one person killed and they think nothing of it. They take light of it. Well, it wasn't me. Alright, you see that brother? That's you laying there in that ground with a knee on your neck. That's you. And that's how you gotta think about it. So we fight for our lives and the laws of the Most High. Our law. The law is important. We must keep the law. Read.
Wherefore the Most High himself will overthrow them before our face.
You know, the Most High, like I said, is a fixed fight. The Most High is gonna give us the victory. We have a God. They don't. Their weapons mean nothing. We have a God, a living God. Alright? They have a make-believe God, or no God at all. Alright, read.
And as for you, be ye not afraid of them.
Yeah, don't be afraid of them. Don't be afraid of the cops. Somebody got a badge and a gun. What you afraid of? You're gonna die anyway. Death is guaranteed for all of us. Death is guaranteed. So what's the problem? Alright? Punch that cop in his face through the Spirit of the Most High in Christ. Alright? Read.
Now as soon as he had left off speaking.
Alright, that's it. Let's go to 58 verse.
Verse 58. And Judas said, arm yourselves and be valiant men. See that ye be in readiness against the morning, that ye may fight with these nations.
Yeah, so we fought against multiple nations. All nations are against the black man, black woman. So they are all our enemies. Alright? They don't care about us. They sit there, you see these white people protesting Black Lives Matter, but they still won't hire you at work. They still gonna underpay you. You still can't get an apartment in New York City. Alright? The rent is too damn high. So how do Black Lives matter? Alright? They just beating you in your head. Read.
That are assembled together against us to destroy us and our sanctuary.
Yeah.
For it is better for us to die in battle.
Yeah, it's better for us to die in battle than to live in the way we live in today. It is better for us to die in battle than to live in this society. And if you don't think so, you lost in the source. Alright? There's no light in you. Read.
Than to behold the calamities of our people and our sanctuary.
Yeah, to see our brothers getting killed left and right. How do you wake up every morning knowing that your brother was killed, gunned down, choked out? That's why scripture says it's better for us to die. That's what the Bible says. The Bible's on point. So the hell is your protest? Read.
Nevertheless, as the will of Yahweh is in heaven, so let him do.
Yeah, so this is the will of the Most High. Wherever the Most High guides us, that's what we're going to follow. So we're not telling people to go do anything stupid. Let the Most High, the God of Israel, guide you. Alright? And he's going to guide you in the right direction. Alright? Go to 1 Maccabees, the 4th chapter, and the 9th verse.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 9. Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea.
So once again, they giving you a touch of your history. Alright, they're going back to history. Remember your forefathers during the Red Sea, during the time of Moses? Read.
When Pharaoh pursued them with an army.
Yeah, and this is our history. So you have to have this in the back of your head. You have to be conditioned with this. We are not African Americans. That's your first problem. You are a Hebrew Israelite. An Israelite according to the Bible. Alright, read.
Now therefore let us cry unto heaven, and peradventure the Lord will have mercy upon us, and remember the covenant of our fathers.
Once again, keep talking about our father, our ancestors. Look at what they did. Read.
And destroy this host before our face this day.
Yeah, we want the Most High to destroy America. Not be their friends, not join hand in hand. We want to see America get destroyed. And blow to bits. Alright? Read.
That so all the heathen may know that there is one who delivereth and saveth Israel.
Yeah, and the nations, our enemies, they're not acknowledging the Most High. They don't recognize him. Especially with these damn protests. They're not acknowledging the Most High. So we got to call upon the Most High so they can be saved, so they can see it's all about the Most High. Alright? 35th verse. Drop down to 35.
Verse 35. Now when Lysias saw his army put to flight, and the manliness of Judah's soldiers.
Right, you hear the scripture say? The manliness. Not on video being punked by another man. Talking about, I'm not resisting what I'm doing. That don't make any damn sense. Either you're going to cooperate, or you're going to fight and die. Why argue like a woman just to get smacked up by a man? Does that make any sense? You're going to argue with a police officer just so he can manhandle you. That sounds freaky. Alright? You're going off with that. Supposed to be a man. Read that part again. Read what the scriptures say.
Now when Lysias saw his army put to flight, and the manliness of Judah's soldiers.
The manliness. They was men. They wasn't yelling and screaming, I'm not doing anything. You're a grown man. Stand your ground. Either follow protocol or fight. Why are you sitting there arguing like a woman just to get arrested? Like you like that kind of stuff. Like you want to be touched up or something by another man. Every man must examine himself. Alright, read.
And how they were ready either to live or die valiantly.
Yeah, they're ready to either live or die. It don't matter. Because they know everybody got to die. Get that Christian spirit out of here where you think you're going to live forever. We all gonna die until Christ come and deliver us. And we don't know when that time is gonna be. So death is guaranteed for all of us. Alright? Get out that fairy tale world. 3.
He went into Antiochia and gathered together a company of strangers. And having made his army greater than it was, he purposed to come again into Judea.
We'll read 36. Read 36.
Verse 36. Then said Judas and his brethren, Behold, our enemies are discomfited. Let us go up to cleanse and dedicate the sanctuary.
Right. And so this is during the time when we dedicate the temple, which is known as Hanukkah, one of our feast days. Alright? We made a feast day out of this. But it just showing you what our forefathers, the men of Israel, did. And that's what we have to do today if we want any type of real justice. If we're not willing to step up as men, then you're not getting any justice. Your protest don't mean a damn thing. Alright? Go to 1 Maccabees 13 and 5.
The book of 1 Maccabees chapter 13 verse 5. Now therefore be it far from me that I should spare my own life in any time of trouble.
Yeah, we're not trying to spare our own life. Our people are trying to spare their own life. Every brother and sister that saw that brother getting kneed down to the ground, they should have forfeit their life to help that brother. But everybody cared about their own life. Read that part again.
Now therefore be it far from me that I should spare my own life in any time of trouble. For I am no better than my brethren.
Yeah, I am no better than any of my brothers out there. If he could die, I could die too. I'm no better than him. We all die together. We in this together. Alright? Stop being cowards. We in this together. Stand your ground and fight as a man. Read.
Doubtless I will avenge my nation.
Yeah, and we will avenge our nation. The brothers that wake up and sincere about this, we will avenge our nation. Alright? The hell with marching and protesting and voting. Alright? Read.
And the sanctuary, and our wives, and our children. For all the heathen are gathered to destroy us of very malice.
Right. So we gotta protect our wives and children. Look at our women today. Look at our wives. Our wives are whores in the streets. The summertime break, you see their body parts all over the place. They've been spoiled. You see the children cursing, acting up. They're spoiled. Alright? Read.
Now as soon as the people heard these words, their spirit revived.
Yeah, once our people heard this, their spirit was lifted up. There's relief. This is what our people need to hear. None of that Christianity stuff. Like Al Sharpton though. Al Sharpton is against our people. He's not for us. Alright? Let's go to 1 Maccabees, the 14th chapter, 29th verse.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees chapter 14 verse 29. For as much as oftentimes there have been wars in the country, wherein for the maintenance of their sanctuary and the law, Simon the son of Mattathias of the posterity of Jared, together with his brethren, put themselves in jeopardy, and resisting the enemies of their nation, did their nation great honor.
Right. So they put themselves in jeopardy. So when these brothers are so-called resisting arrest, they're not putting themselves in jeopardy. They probably be knocking these police officers out. Alright? Not going out like a little women and being pinned down to the ground. You're supposed to fight and be a warrior. Alright? Read on.
For after that, Jonathan, having gathered his nation together and been their high priest, was added to his people. Their enemies proposed to invade their country that they might destroy it and lay hands on the sanctuary. At which time Simon rose up and fought for his nation. and spent much of his own substance, and armed the valiant men of his nation, and gave them wages.
Right, so he gave up his riches and his possession and gave the brothers wages. Where all these celebrities at? These rappers, these entertainers, these athletes, where they supporting, giving us arms and financing brothers so they can help defend themselves. Because they are part of the problem and they are part of this government and they're down with the enemy. All these celebrities, all this taking the knee. Yeah, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, all of them, they're not for you. Everything is staged. All this is staged. None of these Neo and Beyonce and Jay-Z, they're not for you. All the money they got, they're supposed to be arming our people so they can defend themselves. Why are they not doing that? Alright? They're a part of the problem. So read that part again when it says,
Verse 32.
yeah.
At which time Simon rose up and fought for his nation.
Yeah, he fought for his nation. None of these celebrities that you love so much, rappers and basketball players, boxers, have fought for their nation. Nobody stood up for their nation. But you see them on television talk about Black Lives Matter. That's a big hoax. That's stage. That's a front. That's not real. Read on.
And spent much of his own substance.
Yeah, he spent much of his own substance. None of these cats are coming out their pocket like Michael Jordan and saying, all right, let's start arming these guys so they can defend their wives and families and their possessions. They're not doing that, as the scripture said. Read on.
And armed the valiant men of his nation, and gave them wages.
Yeah, and gave them wages. So they didn't have to worry about working and stuff like that. All they had to do is concentrate on going to war and protecting the people. Alright, get 2nd Maccabees, the 8th chapter and the 4th verse. 2nd Maccabees, 8 and 4.
This is the book of 2nd Maccabees, chapter 8, verse 4. And remember the wicked slaughter of harmless infants.
Yeah, anybody remember that? Our people forgot about that. They forgot about slavery. How they used to kill our infants. Use our babies as alligator bait. How you forget about that? Alright? All the things that they did to our women and children. And you want to be a part of America too. I'm proud of America. How the hell you're proud of America? And since America existed, all they did was kill your brothers. How the hell are you proud of America? How do you fix yourself in saying that after the death and killing of innocent men and women, of our people, of our nation? Alright, read on.
And the blasphemies committed against his name.
Yeah, the name of the Most High, read on.
And that he would show his hatred against the wicked.
Yeah, you gotta not show my hatred towards the wicked. You're supposed to show your hatred towards the wicked. Homosexuality, that's wicked. Lesbianism, that's wicked. Being a pedophile, that's wicked. Alright? Being a rapist, that's wicked. Alright? Being an adulterer, a whoremonger, that's wicked. All those things are wicked. You're supposed to hate those things. Alright? Let's go back to the first verse. Start at the first verse and read that. Chapter 8 and read the first verse.
Alright. Verse 1. Then Judas Maccabeus and they that were with him went privily into the towns and called their kinsfolk together and took unto them all such as continued in the Jews' religion.
Right, so he got all of them together that believed, that kept the faith and believed. He rallied all the brothers and sisters together that was willing to fight this good fight. Read on.
And assembled about 6,000 men.
So they had 6,000 men to war. That's what we're supposed to do. They killed one of our brothers. We're supposed to raise an army. Read.
And they called upon the Most High.
And also, that's one thing we must definitely do. We must call upon the Most High. This is because our warfare is not carnal. The Most High comes first. Everything will be done through the Most High and through wisdom, through these scriptures first. Alright, not I'm going to get me a machine gun and start blasting. No, everything comes through the Most High first. Read.
That he would look upon the people that was trodden down of all.
Right.
And also pity the temple profaned of ungodly men.
Right, so we're fighting for our temple. Alright? Read on.
And that he would have compassion upon the city. sword-defaced, and ready to be made even with the ground, and hear the blood that cried unto him.
Let's go to the last scripture. Go to we're still in the 8th, 2nd Maccabees, the 8th chapter, and go to the 23rd verse. It's gonna be the last scripture.
Verse 23. Also, he appointed Eleazar to read the holy book.
So whenever you're doing something, you must refer back to the laws, statutes, commandments of the Bible. You must go back to the Holy Bible, all right? And that's what they did. They always read out the holy book. And this is the holy book, the Bible. All right? You got to go back to the Bible. Before you do anything, you got to come back to the Bible and read this, okay? Read on.
And when he had given them this watchword, the help of the Most High, himself leading the first band, he joined battle with Nicanor.
Yeah, so now they was ready to fight the enemy. Once they read the Bible and they got the blessing from the Most High, then they was ready to get carnal, but they had to get spiritual first. Once they did that, then they was ready to go up against the Most High. I mean, go up against the heathens through the power of the Most High. All right. So that's it on that. I just thought to touch on some history and what our people need to do and be reminded what it means to be a man and to be a warrior. Okay? So that's what our people have to do. You know, make a stand for our people like our forefathers did. Not act like a slave or a Christian and not do nothing. Alright? Somebody harm one of your own, you avenge them. You fight against the enemy and you avenge them. Alright? And that's what we're supposed to do. Alright? So with that, I'm going to say shalom, shalom to the brothers and sisters. Stay in your Bible, read, study, and be vigilant. Alright? Shalom.
Shalom.